Chapter 3, Weather and Climate. Weather is a condition of the atmosphere at a particular place and time that is affected by the air temperature, pressure, wind, humidity, and rainfall. Weather can change from day to day and even from hour to hour. The weather that remains same at a palace for long period of time is known as the climate of that palace. To determine the climate of a palace, the scientists study the air temperature, pressure, wind, humidity, and rainfall over a period of 30 years. The climate of the palace affects many things like flora and fauna, ground in regions, clothes worn by people, food eaten by people, and house in which people live. लुक एट हियर समर्स में आप देख सकते हो आइसक्रीम खा सकते हैं. विंटर उन्होंने वेदर कपड़े पहन रखे हैं. रेनी सीजन्स. Social realities. Weather condition of an area remaining stable for some time make up season. Autumn, different seasons. Spring seasons. Climate is a very important factor that influences man's life, including his food, clothes, shelter, economic activities, and overall department. Climate differs from the palace to palace and from region to region. Factor officiating climate. The factors that determine the climate of palace are: 1. Distance from the equators, and height above the sea level, distance from the seas, direction of wind, humidity and rainfall. Quick questions में हम देखेंगे which palace in the world are known as a land of the minded sun. Distance from the equator. The rays of the sun are vertical when they fall over the equator. These rays spread over a small areas as we move towards poles from the equator. The rays becomes slanting and have to heat up a largest area of the earth's surface than the direct rays falling on equator. Thus, the areas near the equator are more hot than the areas away from the equator. Depending on the amount of heat received, there are 3 climate or heat zones on the earth. Tropic zone. The area on both sides of the equator between the Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn is called torrid or tropical zone. The regions receives sun rays throughout the year. This heat causes evaporations and hence it leads to rainfall. Torrid zones receive heavy rainfall due to which the climate is hot, wet and humid days and night are of equal duration. These regions does not experience very cold winter. Temperate zone. Distance from the equator. The rays of the sun are vertical when they fall over the equator. These rays spread over a small areas as we move towards the poles from the equator. The rays become slanting and have to heat up largest areas of the earth's surface than the direct rays falling on the equator. The areas near the equator are more hot than the areas away from the equator. Depending on the amount of the heat received, there are 3 climate or heat zones on the earth. Torrid zone. The area on both sides of equator between the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn is called the torrid and tropical zones. These regions receive sun rays throughout the year. This heat causes evaporations and hence it leads to rainfall. Torrid zones receive heavy rainfalls due to which the climate is hot, wet and humid. The days and night are equal direction. The regions does not experience very cold winters. Temperate zone. The temperate zone extends from the Tropic of Cancer to the Arctic Circle in the northern hemisphere, and from the Tropic of Capricorn to the Antarctic Circle in the southern hemisphere. The climate of the regions is cooler than the torrid zone. The summer are very hot while the winters are very cold. The directions of days and night varies from season to season. The days in the summer are long and the nights are short, while in the winters the days are shorter and the nights are longer. So the climate in temperate zone is neither very hot nor very cold. Temperate forest. Frigid zone. The frigid zone extends from the Antarctic Circle to the North Pole in the northern hemisphere, and from Antarctic climate to the South Pole in the southern hemisphere. The regions receive slanting rays of the sun, due to which the sunlight is less in the regions. The regions is very cold throughout the year. There is a continuous daylight for 6 months and continuous night for another 6 months. North Pole, Arctic Pole, Tropic of Cancer, Equator, Tropic of Cancer, and look at here. See, यहाँ पे दिया गया climate zones of the Earth above the sea level. Have you visited a hill station? You know it that is cooler up in the hills than in the plains, even if the two places are the some distance away from the equator. This is because the height increase, the temperature decrease, and vice versa. Siachen Glacier in Jammu and Kashmir has recorded the lowest temperature in the India's, and Alwar in the Rajasthan has recorded the highest temperatures. Alwar in Rajasthan, Siachen Glacier, Jammu and Kashmir. Distance from the seas, water heats up to and cools more slowly than land. That this affects the climate of places near the sea. They are warmer in winter and cooler in the summer than places far away from the seas. The from explain Chennai is located near the seas, so it experiences moderate climate. It is neither too hot nor too cold during summer and winters respectively. Delhi is located away from the seas, so it experiences extreme climate. It is very hot during summer and very cold during winters.